Hello again. Okay, this is where we're going to try and do a physical comparison if it's going to work. No refunds if it doesn't though. Our accelerator pedal on the elites, that much travel. There's a lot more travel. Although physically the travel seems to be less, the increments on these pedals are a lot more. As far as pressure, if these are 30, this would be 28. Now that's being on a pressure of 100, you would have to, 100 would be complete resistance. Okay, so that's how we're doing it. The brake pedal, that's it. Brake pedal, there. From there to there I would say would be 50. From there on would go up to 70, and then from there further on goes up to, yeah, let's say 100 or 99.9. Our brake pedal for here, 65 and 75 all the way through. That being your load cell, that's why the difference is. The best part about it is this load cell has a variation knob, and I've actually used it quite successfully during the 2 days I have had it, but we'll get to that in a little while. The clutch pedal, that's a good clutch pedal, I think. Nice travel. The pressure on that would be around 40. Pressure on this would be 30. So there you have it. That's a big difference. What we're going to do now then is I just want to show something on iRacing on how I actually tune this brake, because it works quite well. You'd actually be lost with the load cell, I think, without the tuning knob on top. So we'll be back in a minute. Now here's the fun part. The little knob down here, if we've got it turned to 0, which it's caught me twice, won't read. So you've got to remember to just turn this up. I have it on quarter when I actually go to calibrate the brake pedal. Now, although that's not going all the way up on the iRacing setup, that's still a lot of pressure. Right here, this little knob now, I actually adjust it up to there, and sometimes that's even too much. I only need to go to here, which is up to just before the 70 that we were talking about earlier on, and the brake will lock up if I go any further, which is great, because this is how I got used to the load cell, because actually when I reach that up to that part where it's going to be 70, I know I'm near on the threshold, which is great. So if I'm hurtling down it's a little bit too far, that little bit extra and she's going to lock up. So that's the way I've sorted it out to suit me. great pedal. Hard to get used to for the first hour, but once you do get used to it, you really can't go back to just the full travel of another pedal. Now, I'm not bagging out the G27 at all. This video is just to point out some of the physical differences, software wise and obviously hardware wise. So don't take it as, yes, I'm not rubbishing one wheel over the other at all. It's just a physical difference situation.